so that they can catch up whatever it is we discuss. But it is not really advisable for anyone to miss the these live sessions. Um, I'm trying to find where we can. But really, if your PC is 4K displayed enable, you should get the course in a very 4K manner. Yeah, you should get it in 4K display manner. So again, just click on your data analytics from the top here and just scroll down a bit. You will see your exercise files because you need your exercise files for the course. You need the exercise files to follow everything that is being done in the course. Please, you need your exercise files to do that. So, who else have I not called on? I think that's pretty much everyone for now. So, now the class is open for questions. If you have any questions on whatever it is you've come across during the course of the week, so now is the time for you to like bring it up so that we can all trash it out together. So please, if you have any question regarding everything that I've learned before, please, you can ask. You have the floor now. Like I said, this class is going to run for as long as our questions is what is going to determine the duration of the class. Our question is what is going to determine the duration of the class. So if you have any question, now is the time to bring it up. And also, like I said, Microsoft softwares, and by that I mean Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Excel that we are going to be needing for the course is not free anymore. And as a matter of fact, it's a paid software that is not so convenient for an individual because it takes currently now it's around 129 now $129 for any for the subscription, for the premium subscription annually. And with the inconsistent exchange rate of Nigeria, so that $129 is for annual use that's approximately, let's see now, that's approximately, let's say 150K annually for you to have access to even download the stuff. But we find a way to subsidize the rate for our students, where we are also going to help you remove the license permanently. We remove the license permanently, and so that even if there are future upgrades, because these tools always get updated every month. Every Microsoft software gets updated every month, including the Microsoft Power BI that we are going to be learning. They get updated every month. And in as such, we feel like you should also have an updated tool because the course is built on an updated Microsoft Excel. In a very short moment, I'm going to be sharing my screen to see the particular version of Excel that we are talking about. Okay. Let me share my screen very quickly to see the version of Excel that I'm talking about. Yeah, can you guys see my screen? So you
Yes,
come
we can see.
you come to account. If you want to see the version of Excel that is it, you come to account, then you come to when you open your Microsoft Excel, firstly, just come to account here, come to when you come to account, you will see the details and the version of your Microsoft Excel. Now, this one is a two-in-one version. It's a two-in-one version. It is Microsoft Office Professional Plus. This is the latest Microsoft Office, and it cuts across every Microsoft product, both Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, Windows Outlook, OneNote, Microsoft Access, which is also another form of a database access. So it's cut across. So if you update your Microsoft Excel from here, it updates across every one of these particular tools here. So this is the latest version of Microsoft Office 3, Office Professional Plus 2424, and this one is two-in-one. Like some people are using just Microsoft Office Plus, and some people are using the Microsoft 365. They are both the same thing, but this particular version that we install for our students is this two-in-one. So you can enjoy both 365 and both and Office Professional Plus 2024 all in one. And if you want to update, if let's say there are future updates, let's say there are future updates. For instance, now for this July, the July update for this tool is going to be released. Let's say I think on the 10th. Let's say it is always being released towards the middle of the month. The update for that month is going to be released towards the middle of the month. Let's say you have, for instance, now this the license for this the premium license has been permanently removed. This one has been permanently activated. That you, if there are future updates, all you need to do is just to come to your account here, come to update options here, and then you click on update now. If there are new updates, Microsoft is going to do that for you automatically without needing to pay for any license update or anything like that. So if there are new updates, Microsoft will download it automatically on the background. And as you can see here, I think the update for July has been released, I think. So it will download and it will do it on the background for you. But if you are using a paid version where the license has not been removed or stuff like that, if your premium subscription has expired, it will demand you to renew your subscription before you even get access to your Microsoft Excel or your Microsoft Word or anything. Not to talk of to update it like this. It will require you to renew your access or stuff like that before you'll be able to be you are going to be permitted to use the to update to the latest function or to the latest version, I mean. So that is why I said it is important to keep our tools updated. It is very, very important to keep our tools updated. And like I rightly mentioned, for our SQL, we are going to be using PostgreSQL. So this can be done in the background. Okay, sorry, my screen has shut off. Let me reshare my screen. Yeah. So sorry. Okay. Okay. So my Excel is updating itself on the background here. So as you can see, it is going to upgrade itself so I can continue to do whatever it is that I want to do. So as I was saying that I had chosen the choice of using PostgreSQL for the PostgreSQL part of this course simply because PostgreSQL is an open source. It's an open source software that runs on so many advanced functions and queries and codes that you can think of. So PostgreSQL has so many functions that it has some functions that are not available on MySQL. I think it is part of the things that I covered, that were covered in the onboarding, the master class that we had. It's part of the things and the reason why I chose PostgreSQL as a what do we call it now? For our SQL learning. So I'm going to be walking you through how to download and install your ProgressQL, because the installation is also kind of tricky. And if you get it wrong the first time, it may be kind of difficult for you to be able to do that again. So getting the installation right at the first go is very, very important. It's very, very important. So please let's bear that in mind. And what else again? I think that is all. So please, if anyone has a question before we end the session, please, this is the time for you to bring it up. This is the time for you to bring it up. And also, like I said, if you need to, okay, yeah, welcome back, Mr. Adamu Abubakar. Can you hear me now? Hello, Mr. Adamu, can you hear me? If you can't meet up to the target, what do you do? It's no big issue. You can just go back. There is nothing, like I said, it is self-paced.
Hello, sir.
Okay, can you hear me, Mr. Adamu? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Um, so how has it been? How has the learning been so far? How has the experience been so far? Have you started at all?
Yes, I have started. I start following it, but I'm not up to date. But I keep going, sir.
Okay, so how has it been so far? How has it been challenging? Has it been easy? How is the experience?
It is a good experience, sir.
Okay.
When I am up to date, if there is some challenges, I will reach up to you, sir.
Oh, all right, boss. Thank you very much. No problem with that. All right. So, to answer your question, Mr. Nathaniel, if you don't meet up to the target for the week, there is it is like I said, it is a self-paced learning. It is a self-paced learning, and if you don't meet up to, you can always go back to it. The only downside to it is that let's just make sure by the time you want to go back to it, it is not when the particular topics are going to be locked. For now, no topic is going to be put to lock. No previous topic that you guys is meant to cover for the previous week is going to be put on lock at least until the 26th of this month. So every topic that you are supposed to have covered but you don't meet up to, you can always go back to it. For now, you can always go back to it and cover up. You can learn at your own pace. You can decide to cover everything all at once in a day if you have the time. You can decide to cover everything all at once for 2 weeks. You can decide to cover the 2 weeks topics for in a day if you choose to. So it's self-paced. There is no harm to that. But the only downside that might be there is that if by the time you want to go back to the topics that you've not covered, it might have been locked. But like I said, I can assure you that every previous topics that has been unlocked before will not be put to lock for now. For now until like November, July the 26th or the 27th. So that's I hope that answers your question. And welcome to class, Isioma. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, Isioma. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, Isioma, can you hear me? Kindly unmute yourself, please. Okay, yeah, good morning. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello, Isioma, can you hear me? Please, if you have any other questions, anybody, please kindly go ahead, and if you cannot ask, maybe you are too shy to ask, just drop it on the chat box. I'm going to see it and I'm going to respond to it accordingly. While we wait for Isioma. Okay. So I want you to unmute yourself and tell us how the learning has been so far. How is it going? Is there any challenges whatsoever? Have you started at all? Yeah, let me put it that way. Have you started at all? Hello? Okay. I think it's your network or something. So yeah, guys, if there is no question or any contributions or anything again, I think that means we should be ending our class. We should be ending this session very soon. Should be ending this session very soon.
Please, I have a question, sir.
Okay, please go ahead.
Please, after like the whole courses, when we are done with the whole course, we still can have access to the lessons and all, even when we are done with the whole three distinct courses.
Okay, I had explained that earlier, but I'm going to go through it again. That the next 6 months after you are done with the course, your account is still going to be kept active for 6 months. So you can always go back and revisit anything you need on the platform for 6 months. You understand?
Okay, yes, I understand.
Your account is still going to be kept active. So for instance, let's say I think you guys are meant to finish by September, if I'm not wrong. Having started by July, by September, your session should be over. Your course should be over, and the portal is still going to be kept open by October, November, December, till like let's say February 2026. You are still going to have access to your account on the platform, so you can check out. You can always revisit the course back within that 6 months. You understand now?
Okay, I understand. Yeah, I understand. That's fair enough. Thank you.
All right. Okay. If there is nothing else again, and since Isioma has refused to, okay, is there anyone else that always experiences this thing that Isioma is talking about? That whenever she logs into her account on her PC, she can't hear the audio. I think that is from your end there, because for instance, if I open the course on my hand here, if I open it from my hand here, you hear everything. The audio is working perfectly. That is why I always stay connected to you guys on the WhatsApp group, to always attend to your inquiries and complaints on time, at least as best as I can, and during my office hours, and even after office hours also. I try as much as I can to stay connected. And for instance, the audios are always good perfectly. So whenever you are having that challenges, Miss Soma, whenever you are having that challenge, I think just what you need to do is to log out of your account and log back in. Log into your account and log back in, because you can also hear the audio right now. You can hear the audio being active right now. So I'm not sure any other person has that kind of experience and complaint. And then the audios are good. Hi everyone. The audios are good. To another video. So please, whenever it happens again like that, log out of your account and log back in. Log back in and refresh your browser. Also, it is advisable that you use Google Chrome, like I am using right now. You can use Google Chrome or you can use Brave browser. They are very good at high-end delivery of every feature and the content of the course. So yeah, you can always use your Google Chrome in that regard. So yeah, I think that is all. I'm going to upload the video recording of this class. I'm going to drop the link, the video link to the group by the time I am done with the processing and the conversion. So for those that missed the class, or if you missed any information, you can always revisit and recap everything that we have talked about. So if there's no other question again, I think that is it for now. I'm going to see you guys. If we are going to have another session next week, I'm going to communicate it to you guys on the group as at due time. So please, for now, enjoy your learning. Take it step by step. It's very easy, and there are pretty much so many opportunities. I can assure. Okay, let me show you guys how much of openings that I get on a daily as far as data analytics is concerned on only LinkedIn. Let me show us how much like job roles that are always open on a daily as far as data analyst role is concerned. I hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so I just want to show us how much okay, so this is my jobs section on my LinkedIn. Let me just come to my alerts here. Like so many opportunities. Like I said, if after successfully completing this course, you will be able to apply for different roles that relates to analyst to data analyst. You can apply for a role of a product analyst, a financial analyst, a payroll analyst, a business analyst, a quantitative analyst, a quality assurance analyst, because every one of those topics are what this course, every one of those roles are what this course is all about. Every one of those roles are what this course is all about. And trust me, I have worked both freelances and contract on every one of these, on so many job roles. I have worked as an SQL developer. I have worked as a database manager and a database handler. I have worked as a data analyst, as a senior business intelligence analyst. I've worked as a, which one again? Let's see, as a quality assurance analyst. Because every one of these roles, like I said, it all has to do with your confidence. Pretty much your confidence on how much you can, what do we call it now? How much of a confidence you have in whatever knowledge you have acquired so far. I've seen people that started out, they even jumped the entry level role and went straight to the mid level. My first freelance was as a mid level data analyst for a UK firm. It was on a contract, a 6 months contract. And trust me, when you start making your money, you will understand some of these things that I'm talking about. So it's as easy as that. So yeah, and also you can also apply for the role of a data scientist. for the role of the data scientist. And your LinkedIn setup, your professional LinkedIn setup, your resume has a lot to do with how well you are going to get noticed by employers and recruiters. Let me just put that out there for you. So please, let's put every one of these things in mind. I am going to keep trying as much as I can to keep us updated and keep us posted on some of the things we can do and some of the ways we can, increase our chances of getting good gigs. We also have, you can also make use of Upwork. You can make use of Workable. You can make use of, those are some of the most credible platforms that are used in getting jobs. So, but most importantly, LinkedIn offers a whole lot of opportunity. I will not lie to you. I've been using LinkedIn for about 6 years now, and the insane amount of offers and roles that have been offered is quite encouraging. So please, as you are learning, keep putting yourself out there. Keep putting yourself out there. And you might think nobody is noticing, but a lot of people are noticing. So that being said, I think that is going to be the end of our session for today. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me privately. And other than that, yeah, I bid you guys happy weekend and enjoy the rest of your weekend. By Monday, I'm going to pass the information across to us on the topics that we are going to be covering for the week. So yeah, thank you guys very much and have a wonderful weekend.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.